Round 2, Group C. I clicked Free Battle! I was about to click Coliseum Battle, but I thought, wait, I really shouldn't click Coliseum Battle. Free Battle! Yes! I didn't make the mistake, but I made the mistake twice in Group B, so I guess this one, I've still made the mistake 3 times. Okay, we are going to Sunny Park Coliseum. We haven't been there this tournament yet. We haven't been to Sunny Park, we haven't been to Neon, haven't been to Magma, haven't been to Stargazer yet. Stargazer wasn't a possibility for the first round. It is a possibility for randomizing now. So, and it will stay a possibility up to and including the quarterfinals, which is the first matches of single elimination. It won't be a possibility for the semifinals and for match for 3rd place. And it's 100% going to be the stage of the final. Alrighty, Group C. And we are starting off with 2 people that lost in round 1. GameScorp, who lost to Darred 3-0, so they'll want to get some score back. They won 6-0 in an exhibition match, but they might have used all their luck there. They want to get some of that luck back from that match. And then Claudia, who lost to Matt 2-0. As with the Alka vs Van Grants match, whoever loses this cannot move on. No matter what happens to the other match, whether that's a win for someone or... Actually... Yeah, no, whoever wait. No, I think it might be different. In a very rare scenario, it might actually be that the loser of this can still make it. Yeah, it's just really unlikely. GameScorp and Claudia will be looking for their first win. Akko, they did win the exhibition match, but that was before the tournament, and that one doesn't count for the scores now. Claudia lost to Matt 2-0 in round 1. Okay. Hunter, Scissor, Spirit Tomb, Leatherbat, Ditto, and Abomasnow. Plusle, Minen. That wasn't Minen. Plusle, Minen, Unknown, Farfetch, Regigigas, and Mewtwo. Timer has begun. I mean, she will win here. Okay. Quite possible, we'll see. Scorpio will hope that the other team wins, considering that's their team. Right, Haunter and Scizor versus Addition and Subtraction, Plusle and Minen, who, because they have the plus and minus abilities, have a 50% special attack boost. Let's see how well they can make use of that. Legends won't mean anything in a Metronome battle. You know how your team got beat by a team without Legend in round 1. Okay, yeah. Legends do have a higher chance, and I think Akko's match today, winning 4-0, does show that, but it being a Metronome match, a lot can happen. And that first round match was just absolutely ridiculous, which is why it was such a highlight. So something really amazing has to happen for that not to be the main tournament highlight. Oh, Plusle swing with a bone there. Let's see what Red Menace the Scizor will do in return. Odor Sleuth. Okay. Get a stat move from Subtraction. It's pretty nice with Thunderfang. No paralysis, no flinch from it, but it was decent damage. So would like to see that again. Has boosted special attack, so Thunderbolt will be epic. Nature Power, and in this place that is Seed Bomb, which is resisted by both opponents, but only 2 times resisted, I think. I don't think Ghost resists Grass. I think it's only Poison. Yeah. So 2 times resist instead of the 4 times from the other one. Ooh, Magnitude, that's really bad. And it's high, because it doesn't hit Haunter, and it's super effective for their partner. Plusle, what are you doing? Scizor now gets Earthquake. Haunter, Spike Cannon. On Subtraction, 1 hit, 2 hits, and that it'll stay at 2 hits, so Subtraction the minus survives for now. Scizor. Moonlight. Restoring the health that it lost previously. No KO yet, but Subtraction after the magnitude from its own partner. It's getting pretty close. Flare Blitz on Scizor! It's not enough because its physical attack isn't all that great. The recoil does take out Subtraction, but still. Flare Blitz on a Bug Steel type, 4 times super effective. I'm going to say that that was a very good move, even if they took themselves out with it. Like, if Minor was a final Pokemon, it wouldn't have been a good move, but overall, very good. A very powerful move, and a 4 times Pokemon with 4 times weak to it. I would say well done, Minor. That does give GameScorp the lead, though. 6-5. Haunter. We actually see Magnitude is Magnitude 9. Scizor gets a bit of damage as well. Critical on the plus soul. Yep. Plus will kind of deserve that, but it would have been even worse if Scizor was the one using Magnitude. 2 Magnitudes in 2 turns. Psychic. Fortunately, this is not a free-for-all metronome, otherwise that would have been hit. That would have hit Haunter. Speaking of free-for-alls, there's a group of YouTubers who do free-for-alls sometimes. Like randomized free-for-alls, but also just standard free-for-alls. And like Hoodlum's Crafty Hoodlum Callum is just one of them. And I like to watch them every now and then. I think it would be cool to have a free-for-all format like that. Like there was the Battle Royale in Sun and Moon, also in Ultra Moon, which is fun, but I think the free-for-all format would be really cool as well. So I'd be forced to do it in a multi-battle. Redman has barely lived that Haunter, but still 6-4 lead. Yep. And now it's time for what? And for you have leak. Whether something's leaking or they're just saying to themselves that they have a leak. Let's find out. Let's see what can do. You have leak starts us off with Metronome. What a surprise. The surprise is the move Confusion on the poison type. It's a critical hit. Haunter gone. Yeah, some powerful super effective moves here. 2 Magnitudes, a Flare Blitz. Also, I need to strengthen the right armrest of my chair because it's wobbling. And what uses Cut? Come on, Ember or like Double Edge would have KO'd it. Come on, what? Scizor's almost done. Hydro Pump. Scizor's like, huh, Cuts, that's no damage. This is a powerful move. Spiritomb. Show what you got.
Spiritomb is sent out. Well, both corners still have a chance to win this. Who's going to take the glory?
Scored to 5-4. And you have leak. Still moves first. Here comes Knockoff, which just a 20 power move. Not 65 like later generation. I'm not even sure if the times 1.5 boost is there when the Pokemon that's hit gets a held item. That has a held item. Gunk Shot again, but that's on a steel type. It doesn't work. Any little move, even Cut again, would take out the Scizor. Come on, what? Oh, Flare Blitz. Scizor took one, is gonna deal one. But that recoil is gonna take out the Scizor, but that's over 75% damage to Farfetch, so still a pretty good move. No more Lepiberry on Spiritomb. That is, what does pressure exerting Pokemon even do? The pressure ability means that if you target that Pokemon with a move, the move that you use loses an extra power point. So Spiritomb has a pressure ability. Let's say you would use Flamethrower on that Pokemon. Flamethrower would lose 1 as opposed to 2 instead of 1 power point. So especially for moves that have only few power points, such as Fire Blast, that can run out quicker against a Pokemon with pressure. Now, I did wonder how that would work with Metronome, because the move that you hit this pressure Pokemon with isn't the move that you actually use, because you use Metronome, but then if, let's say, if you call Flamethrower, that's what the pressure Pokemon gets hit with. Also, the description of pressure says that the move that targets it loses pressure, loses an extra power point. But Flamethrower doesn't actually target the Spiritomb in this case. The thing that targets is Metronome. And Metronome targets the user of Metronome. And we did find out in round 1, to be certain, even something like Flamethrower called by Metronome on this Pokemon with pressure doesn't change the power points. It's still just 1 power point loss. Otherwise, the team with pressure, and there's a team with 6 pressure Pokemon on this in this tournament, that team would do a lot. Would be very interesting. But Spiritomb can use Dig, either on a flying type or the Pokemon will levitate. You're right! You're right, yep! Yeah, the Spiritomb is like, I'm gonna hide. I don't want to be here. He's like, you have Leak, what? Spiritomb is, yeah, that Dig is not going to be very effective. What will be very interesting is Dig. No, not Dig, Earthquake at this point, because then it hits Spiritomb harder. Interestingly, a flying type or a levitator, or a Pokemon affected by Magnet Rise, because I think that still applies, that are using Dig, such as a Ninjask using Dig. If Earthquake then happens, still not effective because it's a flying type, even though it's underground. You can check the Earth how much you want. It's as if they have a giant chamber that they're just sitting in the middle of and they're not getting hit. Alright, you have Leak. Show me what you got. You're going to hit the Lediba? Because Scizor is a strong Pokemon and Haunter's pretty strong. Those two are gone, so GameScorp has lost some of their big Pokemon already. Here's Sandstorm. Ooh. That lasts for 5 turns because it was a move that summoned it. And Claudia has their 2 best Pokemon at the end. Psycho Boost, but that either missed because of Dig or missed because it just can miss. Oh no, Dig didn't affect it. How surprising. But if it would have targeted Spiritomb, normally wouldn't have affected it anyway because Psychic doesn't work in Dark types. The non-permanent Sandstorm. This I don't mind. This I wouldn't even get rid of with a Pokemon with Drizzle or Drought. Alright, next turn, Metronome scores 4-4. Brave Bird! Kaboom! That's actually not as much damage as I expected. I know it's not super effective, but eh. But because it's not that much damage, you have Leak just survives. Sandstorm will take it out, but at least it may get targeted by a move. Lediba wants to be an unknown, which doesn't actually change that much about their base stats. Like Lediba becoming a dragon, it would have been much more of a difference. But the 2 transforms we've seen so far was a Mesprit into a Shaman, and something into a Dragonite. I don't remember what became a Dragonite. But that was in the first match in this round. Alright, Farfetch'd, let's go down now. But it's always in Pokemon that are around the same base stats, I believe. Although I don't remember what transformed into that Dragonite. Alright, GameScorp does take the lead with that. 4-3, but the 2 strongest Pokemon, or let's say strongest because they do have the highest base stat totals, Reginator and Second Mew are still remaining, so this is where Claudia might claw it back. Now the attack and speed of Reginator will be half for the first 5 turns. After that it'll be so much faster, so much stronger. But I can still use a special attack stat and still does have a base 80 you could consider it as in physical attack, which is still good. Which is still better than Beastbug has. Or Unknown. So what? You transformed into what? What? I keep getting to say what? Alright, Beastbug that transformed into what? Is now using Teeter Dance. Confusing the other 3 Pokemon. Well, what is saying what? Because he sees a what on the other side of the field, even though he himself is what? Or it's itself. Because I don't think unknowns have genders. But what does get to move? And uses Rock Smash, which doesn't work in a Ghost. Yeah, we're at the point in the tournament where there's more Ghosts on the team, so we're gonna see a lot of... Yep, doesn't work. Regigigas gets the move as well and uses... one of the best moves in the tournament. Taunt. Spiritomb will be forced to struggle for, I think, at least 3 turns. I think Taunt is only 3 turns in Gen 3, but then it becomes 4 to 7. Or at least, is that Torment? Where Disable? I think that's Disable. I think Taunt is 4 turns in this game. Either way, it's forced to struggle. So, if it doesn't get hit by other Pokemon, it'll take itself out. Actually, it's still confused. So it might actually take confusion damage instead of struggle damage. Struggle recoil. Alright, what hits itself? And Peace Bug using Metal Claw, damaging Reginator just a little bit. Reginator gets a try. Just like Unknown gets hit this turn. And GameScorp, which way are they going to damage themselves? Just by confusion, which might be a good thing, because if they would have dealt damage to the other person, then they would have taken more damage than they did now. But that also means they couldn't have gotten a Shadow Ball or a Flamethrower or a Roar of Time. And confusion damage plus sensor may still take them out. So I didn't check completely how much that was. How much HP they had before this turn. Alright, they do get to attack this turn. Mega Horn. Is it going to finish it off? It does. What? Uses Mega Horn, takes out the Spiritomb, who couldn't even use Metronome, but never actually used Struggle. Score is 3 to 3. Peace Bug. Synthesis, restoring its own health back to full. Reginator. Attack itself again, can't follow Unknown in an attack, don't attack, attack combination of things. And here goes the Pokemon that normally actually transforms into things. Ditto. Let's see if it'll actually transform. Or if it's going to do something completely different. Would be interesting if Imposter was an ability that existed in this generation. I think it was introduced in Gen 6, maybe it was 5. As a hidden ability for Ditto. So it would have transformed to something that the opponent had. Would have been interesting. So always have it transform. Comet Punch.
It's being ganged up on.
Blub blub blub. Oh, I totally missed that you followed me, Akko. Like 8 minutes after game. That must have been when I just wasn't at my computer to see that notification. Thanks for that. I just saw it on my stream manager. So I must have done all those examples of, hey, I want to see it again. Video buffering a lot. Is it me? Might be you. It's... I don't seem to have frame skips. Looking good on my end. Others in the chat might be able to help with it, but might be you, because on my end it doesn't seem like it. Let's actually check something. Because I always have my stream open in my stream manager, and my stream delay is still like 1.5 to 2 seconds. And it doesn't look like anything weird happened with frame skips on my end, so that might be yours. I recommend just refreshing the stream. That might just fix it. I followed and followed to see if notification would come. I don't think it will. I don't think it will come the second time. Oh, actually, it might have because you were following me before. So maybe the notification didn't come because you followed me previously. So maybe that's why I didn't see the notification. Alright, but you were following me before. Okay. Anyway, back to the match. It's 3v3. In terms of HP, it's looking worse for Claudia, but Claudia does have the Regigigas and still the Mewtwo in the back. Though GameScorp does have a good Pokemon in the back. So Unknown with Flare Blitz on the Pokemon that stole its identity. What? Takes itself out. 3-2 lead for GameScorp.
Move went down. I'll bet the trainer wasn't expecting that.
Doom Desire. Interesting how it was eating it in the middle of the move. That was very strange. In the middle of Doom Desire, it ate the Leopard Berry. Mewtwo might be clutch, however, a Bulmasnow is the final Pokemon in the other team, and that does bring in Hail. Ooh, Endeavor. It doesn't work if it's on a Pokemon with lower HP, so that would have been Peacebug as a target. So, if Peacebug and Ditto can weaken Reginator and second Mew a bit, then that Hail could give GameScorp the win, because a Bulmasnow doesn't get hit by it. How many turns has Regigigas already been on the field? Like 3, 4... No, 5 already! Regigigas is now at full speed and full power, 160 base physical attack. Also higher speed now, so it'll probably go first. Maybe Mewtwo will still faster than Regigigas, but the Legendaries will go first. Here comes second Mew. Please don't use Explosion, because then you lose. Magnet Bomb. And that is Peacebug taken. Net the score is 2-2. Metronome from Regigigas. Can it use its physical attack? Yes, it can. Stab Ramp. It's still not a super strong move, but it's stab move and it's physical, so bit of damage and then residual damage for a couple of turns. Ditto can't switch. Not that it would have switched anyway. Not manually. Spike Cannon, so that's stab from Ditto. 1, 2, third one is critical hit, so that hit thrice. Bit of damage extra on Ditto. And here comes the Pokemon that's going to summon a weather condition that's going to damage everyone but them. I'm going to say him. Is this a male Bulmasnow or is it female? I know there's a difference. It is female, yeah, that the male one has longer things in its chest. Yeah, these are about equal in length on the female. The male one has 2 of them that are longer. In terms of HP, it's looking a bit better for GameScorp, but if you look at base stat totals, then it's absolutely advantage on Claudia's side, and I'm pretty sure Reginator even has Stockpile active. I suppose what I would like to see is a feature, like right now what I would have liked to use is something that I think was introduced in Generation 7 in the main Pokemon games, where you could just click on a Pokemon and see its information. You could see how many stat increases it has, decreases it has, other things that affect the fields, like your own field, like let's say Stealth Rock, or the full field, let's say a Sunny Day. Also, we never saw Doom Desire hit, did we? Or did I completely miss that? Because we did see Doom Desire happen. Or is that going to be this turn? Because it's 2 turns later, I think, Doom Desire. Might be the end of this turn. Cross Chop. That might have been big if it wasn't Regigigas. Ditto with triple kick in the normal type. The Bulmasnow doesn't hit, but it's Ditto trying to hit the Regigigas. It's not much damage, but it's something. With the Hail, that could add up to a KO in 1-2 turns. 1/16 of the health lost to Mewtwo. Yeah, Doom Desire hits 2 turns later. I just wasn't sure how long ago it was. Because if the target was Regigigas, this could be it. If it hits now. Or was... There it is, Regigigas! How much power? How much damage? Not quite enough. And I don't think that's enough for Hail to take it out either. No. Hail just won't take it out, but a little bit of a hit on Regigigas will take it out after Hail. So, and Bulmasnow does have damage. It's the one with much lower base stats. Ditto, I think it's 48 all around. Well, these ones have... Oh, I was going to say that's self-destruct, but no, it's Earthquake. That takes out Regigigas. But Ditto with his low base stats is also taken out. It is 1v1 for victory. A Bomb of Snow, Mewtwo. Mewtwo gets hit by the hail. Bomb of Snow does not, but base stat total of Mewtwo is a bit higher. But a Bomb of Snow gets an extra turn in Metal Sound, lowering the special defense stat of Mewtwo by 2 stages, effectively halving Mewtwo's special defense. So a Blizzard from a Bomb of Snow would do massive damage, but Shadow Ball would too because it's super effective. Bomb of Snow versus second Mew. Second Mew goes first, but has slightly lower health. Do we see Flamethrower? We see Thunder Punch. Decent, but it's resisted. You need more Mewtwo. It's 1v1 and there's Hail. You can't keep doing this because even then the Hail will take you out. Whirlpool. Not that much damage, but there's residual damage between turns, so another 116. So basically 1/8 of Mewtwo's health lost at the end of every turn with Hail and Whirlpool added together. That was a special attack, but it wasn't too strong, so I suppose there was extra damage after that Metal Sound. But, you can do it, a Bomb of Snow, just chip them. Yeah, you're definitely rooting for that, a Bomb of Snow, because if you lose here, the chances of you making it to the next round are very low. No matter who wins, I do intend to explain that calculation after the match is over. Smog. Pretty good damage, actually. If that poisons, that would be very nice for Mewtwo. It does, and even though there's a 40% chance of that happening. Encore, which I think just encores them into Metronome, which isn't too bad. That's probably one of the best things Mewtwo could have received. It doesn't damage them. It doesn't heal a Bomb of Snow. The only thing that would have been better was something that heals them, like the 20% chance off of present to heal them. Or I don't think there's heal balls in this game yet. Second Mew, let's see. Forced to use Encores. That saves me 1 button press. Barrage. That animation looks so weird. Boing, boing, boing. They just sound as well. It's a very comical rubber ball. Metronome from a Bomb of Snow. Any big move can finish it for a Bomb of Snow with the other 2 residual damage things happening as well. Metronome, 25% chance to not attack. Also, it moves after a Bomb of Snow now. And the Hail will continue. That's permanent. And the Whirlpool stays for a few turns. Mewtwo doesn't have that many turns left. And they now move after a Bomb of Snow, so probably a good move from GameScorp, but they just need 1 damaging move, and it could be it. Especially a special move. Smelling Salt, that's physical and resisted, so it's not much. That, actually, no, it's not resisted because that's a normal move. Wake Up Slap is fighting. That's it! GameScorp wins round 2! Beats Claudia 1-0. GameScorp still in with a decent chance of making it through to the next round.